All right, we've got Sandee Lou joining us again from the windswept beaches of Florida. Sandee, I have a problem.
What?
So one of our great sponsors, My Pillow, obviously. Which, by the way, your stuff was shipped out yesterday. Do I need to? Thor's home, right? So when the mail gets there,
Yes.
I don't need to go by and get it for you, do I?
Yes.
Okay, good,
No.
good deal.
Thor is home and he is anxiously awaiting it.
Okay, well, it should be there today. Now he loves that you're in radio, doesn't he? So
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
it was brought to my attention they have dog beds, so I just reached out to let them know that Duke comes to work with me every day, right? And so they got a call back. I got a call back wondering, what size bed Duke Walker needed, and I said, I don't know Duke Walker. And she said, Duke, walk your dog. And this is not the first time, okay? And Connor's reaching for his microphone. He knows where this is headed. This is not the first time I've had this situation. I took my dog to the vet. My dog had a big tumor on his bum, and we took him to the vet. And when I was there, when I checked him in, she said, Duke Walker? And I said, there's no Duke Walker. Dogs don't have last names. And she goes, well, he's a member of your family. No, he's not, lady.
Yes,
He is my dog. No, Sandee, hear me out. It is a dog. Look, my son has a last name. He is my son. He's a member of my family. My dog, on the other hand, is made to poop outside and sleep in a cage. He is not. You don't treat your members of your family by making them defecate by squatting in the front yard and locking them in a cage to sleep.
If that's what they need, then
When was the last time you made one of your kids?
No.
When was the last time you made your kids pee on a tree? Hike their leg and pee on a tree. When was the last time that you pulled out a newspaper and whooped a mess out of them? Well, that may happen.
Boy, so
yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't make him get on all fours.
No. Well.
Oh,
no.
Lord. But here's my problem. We live in a crazy world where dogs have become more important or as important as humans. And if you're that guy, look, my dog or girl, my dog is a pet. We enjoy his company. We enjoy having him as we own the dog. I don't own my son. I purchased I've never bought a kid either, by the way. Never bought one. Never gone down to the shelter and paid $10 to get a kid to come home with me. That's called Michael Jackson. And so oh, my bad.
No, you did not.
Too soon?
Oh my God.
Hashtag me too. Hashtag Neverland Ranch. Hashtag I'm probably going to get canceled.
It's called Wayfair.com.
Oh my goodness!
Oh wow!
That's
Connor,
the cabal.
I'm so sorry that I left you alone to that. I'm so sorry, Connor.
Yeah,
you should be.
We miss you, Sandee.
Sandee, it's not been okay. It's not been okay without you.
I can tell. It's bad. I'll be back Monday morning, I promise.
Yeah, you better. We got a phone call coming in, Will. But dogs are not part of your family. Dogs are pets. The Bible is very clear to take dominion over the animals. We were given animals to enjoy, to hunt, to manage. I think it's our responsibility as citizens of the kingdom to manage wildlife and conserve. Conservation, and hunters are the biggest conservationists out there because we have to conserve the herd that we want to hunt and enjoy. Dogs are animals. They're pets. We enjoy their company, but when they get in trouble, we lock them in a cage and we make them crap outside. They don't have last names. My son has a birth certificate with a last name. He has a social security number. My dog does not. He's a dog. He's my pet. We got Sparky calling in. I'm sure Sparky has something to add to this. Sparky, come on in here, buddy. You got me, producer Connor, and Sandee Lou. How can we help you this morning?
Hey, I'm with you on the dogs don't have last name, but for a different reason. See, I believe that our dogs are like rock stars, right? And the biggest rock stars, they don't have last names. Bono and Sting and Cher. And rock stars want to be pampered like dogs. They want to run around naked and be out of control and tear stuff up, like Keith Moon. So because they're rock stars, they don't have a last name.
Okay, so I had my eye raised. I had my thank you for the call, Sparky. I'm gonna react to that. You had me a little bit concerned. I hold you in a place of high esteem, Sparky. You're up on a caller's pedestal, and so you started to fall off of that pedestal when you started talking, and then you made some very valid points that I would like to address. But I do want to go back to the root of this. Rock stars absolutely have last names. They have just transitioned to. It's kind of like this, right? Like my name is Zach Walker, but I'm known as the bearded host or your bearded host or the bearded realtor. The beard really has become my moniker, if you will, the representative of Zach Walker. But Zach Walker still has a first and last name because he's a freaking human being. He's a person. Dogs, on the other hand, are not. They're not. I know. I get it. Everybody loves their furry friend and we got another call coming in. I'm sure somebody wants to blast me for this. But your dog, when the vet says we have an appointment for Duke Walker, I'm like, my son's name is Zayden. Like I don't have Will. The phone's ringing, buddy. We don't have last names for dogs because they're freaking dogs. You can enjoy the company of a dog without elevating them to a position of a human. They're not a human.
Oh, for some people, they fill a support role that a human might otherwise. I don't think.
And that may be part of our issue here.
Why? There's nothing wrong with that. Dogs can help people.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying they can't, but
Yeah.
I'm saying that when you elevate dogs to the level of a human, and you take them everywhere you go, and they go to the store with you, and they go on vacation with you, and they go here, and they go there, and they go everywhere. Like my dog goes with me places because I have to take him to work with me, but my dog stays in the freaking truck. Mm-hmm. I'm not.
And you know what? And so I have to interject here because I love my dog, and I know that you love your dog.
Yeah.
And we do take my dog to like different places with us. I have yet to take her on vacation with us because it's just not worked out, but if I had the opportunity to take her, like, for instance, if I had the opportunity to bring her here to the beach, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Sure.
But
that's different.
To see her play,
but that's different, Sandee. You put them in the right place.
Well, and I don't hold her as, like, higher than my son or anything, but I do love my dog.
Absolutely.
And I would do just about anything for my dog.
I paid a whole lot of money to have a tumor removed off my dog's backside because I love my dog.
Exactly,
It hurt my feelings when I swiped my card for $400, but
my thing is, I think that you can still include your dog in your family and have, like, you know, like Nova's name is, and when I get mad at her, I call her Nova Scotia because it just makes it sound so good. But, I mean, her name is Nova Kranz. And I do that because I am having, no, it's not.
Your dog doesn't have a birth certificate. She doesn't have a Social Security card.
She actually does have a birth certificate, but she does not have a Social Security card. She does have an identification card.
Oh, my gosh. Sandee, you're one of those people.
No, I'm not. You're not listening, Zach.
Let me guess. You got a sparkly dog collar, and you put her in your purse, and you tote her around, and she goes into restaurants. No, I'm kidding. I know that's not true, but that's what I'm trying to. The point I'm trying to make is, you said if I had an opportunity to carry my dog and it wasn't a hassle, great. I would love to carry my dog on vacation. Great.
I didn't say hassle.
No, I'm saying that what the problem with people is the people that refuse to make it like it. The dog has to be there regardless. That's the problem. It's the ones that everything revolves around the dog. That's who I'm talking to. We've got John on line 3. A lot of Johns this morning. John's got something to say about dogs. Bring it in here, John. Let me guess. Your dog has a last name.
No, she doesn't need one. Everybody knows who she is.
There you go.
But just real quick. I mean, you're a good Christian man. My mother-in-law is a very devout Christian. I take her word on the Bible over anybody.
Uh-huh.
And she surprised me one day. She said, the Bible's very clear. There are no tears in heaven, nothing but joy.
Right.
So if you're on this earth and you really love your dog and you're good enough to make it into heaven, but then you get sad because your dog's not with you, now she believes, if you love your dog that much, your dog can get into heaven with you. That's just something to think about.
Well, I would like to address that, John. Thanks for the call. I would disagree with that wholeheartedly, and I'll tell you why. When we and not to no disrespect to your mother, but biblically speaking, when we enter into the kingdom of heaven, we will what possessions you had on earth, the dog, the stuff, the wife, the kids, none of that is of importance when you're standing in front of and worshiping literally at the feet of Jesus. There are no tears in heaven because you are going to be surrounded by and enthralled in glory, and worshiping a holy. I mean, literally, the Bible talks about heaven is just constant worship of a holy God. So dogs are definitely something God gave us to enjoy. I'm not saying that, and I'm being facetious as much as I am anything because it's fun to talk about. But we do have an issue in this country of people, the crazy dog people is what I call them, the ones that their dog Spritzy has a closet with outfits and clothing and she's got her own little carry purse. She goes everywhere. She sits in your lap on airplanes. She sits in your lap in restaurants. She sits in your lap. That's the type of thing that we've elevated dogs to a point where they're more important than human beings. For the love of God, the same people that want to make late-term abortion legal will crucify anyone who leaves their dog in a freaking hot car. But they've got no problem with late-term abortions. There's some inconsistency in that, which is really what we're talking about.